Yo, what's going on, guys? KrispyFlakes here. So I'm extremely excited. My Detroit Pistons have just hired former Coach of the Year Dwane Casey to a 5-year contract, guys. Now I was asking on Twitter at KrispyFlakes2K, like, what people thought about this man right there. And a lot of people said that he's great on defense, definitely good offensive coach. Also, I mean, Coach of the Year. It's like, yeah, he definitely has the capabilities of bringing this Detroit Pistons back, at least to the playoffs, right? And that's all I ask for at this point. Just because, like, I was asking for his weaknesses and people were making jokes saying he can't get past LeBron James. Well, newsflash, nobody in the Eastern Conference can get past LeBron James. And the difference between, like, Dwane Casey and Stan Van Gundy, I should say, is that I feel like Stan Van Gundy was not a coach that players enjoyed playing for. Dwane Casey, definitely, man, he got players out there, you know, laughing, joking around, just having a good time playing, and that's what this Pistons team needs. Not only that, but Stan Van Gundy was very successful about 10 years ago in the NBA, and that is just because, like, what he brought to the NBA was good for that era. Dwane Casey has been successful in this era of basketball, and that is what we need, man. Somebody that can bring that new look era of style of basketball to this Detroit Pistons team. So looking at the squad, we got Andre Drummond, Blake Griffin. I mean, believe it or not, man, it's an all-star caliber front court. Yes, like, they had problems with chemistry, you know, in the second half of the NBA season, but eventually, you know, I do think they are going to figure things out. Reggie Jackson was injured for much of last season. When he does play, I mean, he's a solid offensive guy. Gets you about 16.6 assists out there. So yeah, it's like I'm definitely good with that for right now. I don't think he's like the future of this team right here, but for 2 seasons at least, we'll see what we can do. Maybe Ish Smith, good backup point guard, 7'9" overall. We got Reggie Boggs, one of the best 3-point shooters in the NBA. Shot. This is not accurate, guys. I did have the simulated season because 2K Start Today is messed up right now. But he was actually like a 44% 3-point shooter, something like that. Tolliver, good backup out there too, man. John Lure, kind of a bitch-ass contract. I mean, $10 million a season's not too bad, but he didn't really play all that much. He had a lot of injury issues. Dwight Bikes, I actually do like a lot. And honestly, man, I'm thinking of maybe trading Ish Smith for maybe like a backup shooting guard, something like that. And then starting Dwight Bikes or making him our backup point guard because he's just really solid offensively. Stanley Johnson, I don't like Stanley Johnson, okay? But mainly because he blocked me on my Twitter account. He gets more blocks on Twitter than he does in the actual NBA. But defensively, he is actually pretty solid. Offensively, he definitely has some things to work on out there. So, am I going to trade him right away? Well, if the right offer came along, I would definitely consider it. But I also want to see what maybe Dwane Casey can do with him as far as coaching him. James Ennis, good backup, small forward. Galaxy Galloway, another good backup, man. And then Luke Kennard, I actually do like a lot. I definitely want to invest in him. He's a 41% 3-point shooter. He's got some decent height at 6'4" the shooting guard position. And does a lot of other pretty good things out there too. So I think he probably will be the starter going into the season. So yeah, guys, what I'm going to do first is hit up this NBA draft and see what I can get with my second pick in the draft. A second rounder, I should say. The first round, of course, to the LA Clippers. So that does kind of hurt. But yeah, man, maybe I can get a snipe there in the second round. Okay, so here are some players available out here. I mean, Gary Trent Jr. from Duke. You know, 6'5" out there. I think he's a pretty decent scorer, like, in general. So best available, 21. You know, as far as his ranking goes. Let's go ahead, man, and take Gary Trent Jr. with our second pick in the draft. Okay, so rookie signings, Gary Trent, 74 overall, will probably be in the G League for this season. Team player options, Reggie Boggs, Eric Moreland, bring both those guys back on the team. Eric Moreland's actually more of a center. They have him listed as a power forward for some reason. Qualifying offers, okay, nothing there. And also free agency. This is where things get kind of sketchy because the Pistons do have some bitch-ass contracts out there. So as far as, like, signing any big names, it's going to be difficult for this squad to do. So small forward, definitely something we probably want to upgrade at. Which is why it's like, you know, Stanley Johnson, I probably could see myself trading him away just because, like, I want Reggie Boggs to be my backup small forward. So, but as far as, like, free agents available that we could realistically get, you know, Kevin Durant, Paul George not coming to the Pistons. Jeff Green, I mean, a nice veteran out there at least. So maybe I will throw him a little offer, see what he can, you know, if he'll sign for maybe like $6 million for 3 seasons. You know, decent 3-point shooter, everything like that. 6'9". So, yeah, we can get him for $18 million. I think that's a nice veteran move. Then what I will probably do is put Stanley Johnson either in the G League or maybe move Reggie Boggs to a backup shooting guard, something like that. But yeah, I just don't want Stanley starting on this team right now. So yeah, besides for that, let's go to the trade finder. I was talking about maybe trading away Ish Smith, packaging him with John Lure, seeing what that could get us exactly. Maybe a future first-round draft pick, something along those lines. So let's see what this is, man. Come on, 2K. Give me something crispy. Maybe a good backup center. We got Richaun Holmes, DJ Wilson, pretty solid. Robin Lopez, George Hill. Okay, so nothing I absolutely love here. We got a top 5 protected pick from the Hawks. Also, Mike Muscala. That could be pretty valuable for us in this rebuild. Kelly Olynyk. He would be pretty cool to have off the bench at least. I might consider doing that. Derek Favors. Zach Randolph I saw there. Okay, so not absolutely in love with any of these trades out there. Thaddeus Young, another decent player. Actually, him at small forward. What's he got for his three-point shot? Because as you guys can see, I'm trying to get some spacing out there, you know, for Blake Griffin and Andre Drummond. So let's do this. I'm going to get Thaddeus Young. It's only a one-year deal. Also allowed to protect the draft from the Indiana Pacers. I like that trade a lot. So good with that. Besides that, though, man, I think I'm pretty much good for this offseason. So I'm going to go ahead and move on to the beginning of the regular season. Okay, so here is going to be our starting lineup for this season. We have Reggie Jackson at point guard, Luke Kennard at shooting guard, Thaddeus Young, good athletic, small forward out there, playing the 3 spot, I should say. Blake Griffin at the 4, Andre Drummond at the 5. And then we got Jeff Green, who is going back to the power forward position, Reggie Boggs at small forward, Langston Galloway as shooting guard, Dwight Bikes as a backup point guard, and we got Tarek Black as a backup center. So yeah, really liking this lineup a lot here. We did not make too many changes, but we brought in some nice veterans out there that should definitely help things out. Also, Stanley Johnson is going to be in the G League for this NBA season. So let's go ahead, guys, simulate this first season with Coach Dwane Casey. Okay, so a record of 41-40, so we are roughly going to be a 500 team in the NBA. We didn't make the playoffs, so I think that's step one for Dwane Casey as the new head coach, is getting this team back to the postseason. LeBron James back on the Cavaliers, getting the MVP. Luka Doncic, rookie of the year on the Atlanta Hawks. Malcolm Brogdon, 6th man of the year. Andre Drummond, defensive player. Love seeing that. I just like, ooh, Luke Kennard, most improved player. I absolutely love seeing that too. And that's really, man, what I'm all about is like, I'm curious to see what Dwane Casey does with some of these current guys on the team. I do think the Pistons do have the talent. I just think they were poorly coached, plain and simple. So, team stats on the season. Offensively, we were, looks like probably middle of the road team. Okay, 17th in the NBA in scoring. Also, 107.5 points allowed the NBA. So yeah, man, not bad. Player stats, Blake Griffin at about 20 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists, really solid numbers there. Reggie Jackson brought the 16 points, 7 assists, so good, decent point guard numbers. Andre Drummond, we know his stats. Luke Kennard, we know his stats. Jeff Green at 12 points off the bench. Thaddeus Young, both those guys really, man, just brought that veteran presence I love seeing. Reggie Boggs, about 7 points, so did not really play as much as last season. And Dwight Bikes, for giving him the reins as the backup point guard, kind of underwhelmed there. And Stanley Johnson now up to an 80 overall player, by the way, so he'll probably be starting next season. Here we go, first round, we do have LeBron James and the Cleveland Cavaliers. Yo, Stanley Johnson, don't be going on Twitter saying that you're going to shut down LeBron, because it's not going to happen, right? And, okay, lost in the first round, 4 games, 1. Would kind of expect that. I mean, you know, it's LeBron James. It's so hard to get past him, dropping a crazy triple-double on us. Thaddeus Young, 18 and 6. But yeah, man, good platform for this rebuild. You know, just good starting point for us. Now we go into this offseason. We try to fill some more gaps out there and just try to improve on the young players. Stephen Curry getting MVP as once again they beat the Golden State Warriors, or the Cleveland Cavaliers 4-1. So yeah, NBA draft, not going to worry too much about that just because, like, it's not going to be a good draft because we weren't in the playoffs, so it's not going to be a lottery pick. I'm fine with that. Rookie signings, we get O'Shea Brissett. He's a small forward from Syracuse. All right, well, we can, man, get him 19th pick in the draft. I'll bring him on. Why not? Team player options, Luke Kennard, going to bring him back. Eric Moreland, sure, why not? Gary Trent, now a 75 overall, and also Henry Ellenson, who might actually get some playing time this upcoming season as like a stretch big. Stanley Johnson, we are going to extend the qualifying offer to him. Hopefully he does accept that. Moratorium period. Okay, so here are the players available. So now this time around is kind of like where I'm considering, yo, a guy like Kemba Walker on this team would be very nice. Although we are negative $40 million in cap, so that's probably not going to be happening. Once again, it's going to come down to having to make a trade. I'd probably say, man, like George Hill, yo, I would absolutely take George Hill on this team if we can afford him. Hell yeah, man, just because he's just one of those, like, tough-nosed, defensive-oriented point guards. Was not great for the Cavaliers this season, but for a backup over Dwight Bikes, he'd be pretty nice for us. Why don't go for Reggie Boggs again, too, just because he probably will play more this season. So where's he at? Hopefully he's still on there. Yes, he is. And we'll get him for, like, I'm going to sign him for, like, 2 years. Probably, like, about $3 million a season. I say he's worth more, like, the actual minimum. All right, got him on the squad. Thaddeus Young, let's see what type of money he does want this time around. Although we really don't absolutely, yeah, I'm not paying him that much money. We don't really even need him because we do have Stanley Johnson. Will start for us now. As far as like a backup power forward, I was talking about maybe bringing on, you know, or using Henry Ellenson. Other players available. I mean, some decent choices out there, but not, you know, anything like absolutely amazing. Oh, that's JaMychal Green. Yo, where's Jeff Green at? He's probably retired or something like that. Yeah, I mean, I'll probably just use Henry Ellenson here, so good with him. Not too many other moves, guys. I'm going to make sure that we do get Stanley Johnson back, and then I'll probably look around for some trades, maybe for Reggie Jackson, to see if we can improve at the point guard position. Okay, so I did put quite a bit of faith into Stanley Johnson because I did not want to like risk not getting him back. So I did give him the money he was asking for. He asked for a 2-year, $32 million contract, which is $16 million per season. So I mean, like, at least after this season, if he's just like a bitch ass, doesn't play well, then he is expiring. So that's got some trade value to it. But yeah, so this is what the team's looking like, guys. Reggie Jackson, Luke Kennard, Stanley Johnson, Blake Griffin, Andre Drummond. We got George Hill, Jeff Green, Reggie Bullock, Gary Trent Jr. off the bench with Eric Moreland. So still gonna get some trade offers for Reggie Jackson, see what that can get us out there. Let's go that real quick. So yeah, man, Reggie Jackson, also gonna toss in, you know, like Gary Trent. I'm really not using him all that much anyway. 75 overall, got some good trade value and a future first round draft pick. See if they can get us like that, so, you know, like that all-star caliber point guard that we need on this team alongside Andre Drummond and Blake Griffin. Malcolm Brogdon would be a nice little choice here. And we also get DJ Wilson, who is a pretty good stretch. Well, I mean, he used to be able to shoot threes. At least at Michigan he could. I hear he's kind of a bitch ass. Brogdon, though, at point guard, I like that a lot. Like, I mean, 84 overall. He is pretty expensive, I will say that. We got Kyrie Thomas, Bobby Portis, Jordan Clarkson, Terry Rozier, Marcus Morris, Goran Dragic, more of a veteran guy, Isaiah Thomas, and Kyle Kuzma. That's not too bad. Once again, though, pretty expensive. Vucevic, Austin Rivers, Jarrett Allen, Tony Parker, Seth Curry. Okay, so it's definitely between Malcolm Brogdon and DJ Wilson. Or I also did like this Isaiah Thomas trade just because like Kyle Kuzma, he is actually from Michigan. I will say though that Stanley Johnson will be going to the bench because Isaiah Thomas is going to start for us, and Kyle Kuzma will probably start as small forward. So it's quite a bit to give up right here, but at the same time, I mean, Isaiah Thomas, we put a lot of trust in you here, bro. Like, you better be good offensively. You better not freaking choke on us. I'm doing this trade, guys. Kyle Kuzma, Isaiah Thomas. Welcome to the Detroit Pistons. Hopefully it works out for us. I do kind of regret giving Stanley Johnson, $60 million a season, but it's not too bad, I guess. He will be a six-man for us, good off the bench at least. And offensively, he is starting to figure things out. 75 three-point shot. I guess out of curiosity, I will see what I could get for him, you know, via trade. So yeah, we will do a trade of Stanley Johnson. It's gonna let me do it. Stanley Johnson, also, that's probably about it. Henry Ellenson, I'll even toss in a second rounder. See what this gets us. Okay, so what kind of value does he have? Bobby Portis, okay, not bad. Larry Nance Jr., Montreal Harris, Dwight Howard, don't really need him at all. This is not too bad. Give us some good, you know, some solid big guys off the bench. I like that trade a lot, actually, man. Scale Labissiere, 79 three-point shot, so a nice stretch. Big also get Willie Cauley-Stein, who would be a backup for us. All right, JJ Redick, Kenneth Faried, Jaleel Okafor, Mirotic, I saw him on there, okay. But I think I'm going to try out Stanley Johnson, guys. I will try him out this season, see what he does. So I think this is what we'll do for the backup. I mean, Reggie Bullock can also play shooting guard if needed. So let's take some minutes away from these guys. All right, here, give it to Alexis. See what he can do as backup center for us. And besides for that, this team's looking pretty nice, guys. I think it's definitely a playoff team. Is it a championship contender? I mean, probably not, but I think we can at least get to the second round of the playoffs. So let's go ahead and simulate this second season and see just how good this Isaiah Thomas, Blake Griffin, Andre Drummond team can really do. Okay, so 48 wins on the season, 4th place in the Eastern Conference. Once again, guys, we keep on just getting better each and every season. Plus like 8 or 9 wins in the win department this NBA season. And it's exactly what Dwane Casey did for the Toronto Raptors. It's like they start off as like a 29 win team, and then he worked his way up, got them to win like 59 wins over the course of his time as the coach of the Toronto Raptors. So let's go ahead and check out these team and player stats before we get to these playoffs. Team stat wise, we were, looks like, one of the better scoring teams in the NBA, guys. The 111 points. We gave up about 106.5, so top 10 in both categories. Player stats, Isaiah Thomas, 24 points and 7 assists. If you can do that, then I will be happy. Blake Griffin at 22 points, 8 rebounds, 5 assists. Drummond at 13 points, 12 rebounds, 4 assists. Kyle Kuzma was fantastic as our starting small forward. Luke Kennard, you know, solid starting shooting guard numbers. Stanley Johnson did okay as a 6-man. And there's the rest of the bench right there for you. So here we go. First round of the playoffs, we do have the Chicago Bulls. Similar current round. Hopefully we can get past them. And we do very easily, 4-0 with the Brooklyn Nets actually upsetting the #1 seed Philadelphia 76ers. That's definitely good for us. Blake Griffin 25-7-5 in this closeout game. Next up, the Brooklyn Nets. Similar current round here. And oh my god, dude, are you serious, man? Okay, well, we got to the second round, but it looks like the Brooklyn Nets are, you know, having themselves a Cinderella type of season as they are now in the Eastern Conference Finals. Isaiah Thomas, though, looks like he played great in the playoffs. I definitely am going to keep him around for another season. And now this is where it gets kind of like, you know, what do I want to do exactly? How can I get this team to the next level? Well, at this point, Blake Griffin is an expiring contract, so I could see what can get offered up for him via a trade. I think I might just do that and, you know, see what else is going on. So, rookie signings, we got DJ Jeffries from Kentucky. Sure, why not, man? I'll bring him on the team. Okay, team options. Andre Drummond actually declined his player option. I was not expecting that at all. So, that kind of, you know, that kind of changed things up a bit here. And Henry Ellenson, we'll extend it to him. Moratorium period. Okay, so now we definitely got to get Drummond back on this team. Who else we got here, man? Thaddeus Young. We got Levio, Gene Charles, JJ Redick, Reggie Jackson. So, I mean, like, not a ton of great players left. So, I mean, Drummond's definitely the focus of this. I'm giving him a max contract. I think he's definitely worth that. He's one of the best centers in the NBA. You know, especially rebound, too. Like, the best rebound center in the NBA. It's kind of a lot of money, but like I said, like, that's what guys are warranted these days when it comes to sticking around with an NBA team. Yeah, again, that super max contract, man. $208 million. He's only 26. I'm doing it. All right, so yeah, as far as like the rest of free agency goes, I mean, the money situation definitely is not great now. That's okay. Definitely a team we are going to have to build via trade. Yo, D Wade. Come on, man. You was supposed to be a Detroit Piston. You know what? Just because, like, how much can I get him for, guys? Just because I'm so salty still about Darko in my Detroit Pistons, you know, and not getting Dwane Wade. Dwane Wade's going to give us one good season here on my Pistons, guys. There we go. For $3.26 million to be a veteran off the bench. Besides for that, though, I think I'm going to go ahead and simulate to the beginning of the regular season. Okay, so this is what the team looks like so far. We got Isaiah Thomas, Luke Kennard, Kyle Kuzma, Blake Griffin, and Andre Drummond. Stanley Johnson with George Hill, Reggie Bullock, Dwane Wade off of our bench. But I was going to look at some trades for Blake Griffin out of curiosity. He's still got like a really solid rating, right? So 89 overall. And I'm going to toss anybody else. I mean, I'm going to toss in our rookie, I guess, because, like, you know, I guess maybe in a future first round draft, man. I'm trying to make a big splash right there. It's the final season, right? It's the final season. Avery Bradley, Dario Saric, DeAndre Jordan. Honestly, though, like, Blake Griffin's still one of the highest rated power forwards in the NBA. So, I mean, I'm not just going to give him away for nothing. We got Rudy Gobert, Derek Favors, Buddy Hield. So, yeah, I'm probably not actually going to do a trade here because we're not going to find better right now than Blake Griffin in this. And it's like, I still like him a lot. Ooh, DeMar DeRozan, Serge Ibaka. That's pretty good trade right there. Then we could use the man off the bench, the man Luke Kennard, but then Dwane Wade would kind of be screwed over. LaMarcus Aldridge, do I feel like he's a better fit? He does have an 83 mid-range shot. Open three is not all that great. Griffin's got 77 open three, by the way. Andrew Wiggins would be kind of cool. CJ McCollum. Oh, that does bring us like the shooting on this team that we do need. Draymond Green from Saginaw. And then Blake Griffin goes to the Golden State Warriors. We got Otto Porter. I kind of like the Draymond Green look out here, man. But at the same time, it's like offensively, he's not really helping us all that much. So I think I'm going to stick with Blake Griffin. I feel fine with that. I mean, we were 4th seed last season, and I feel like our team's even better this time around. So let's go ahead, guys, simulate this final season and see if we can at least get to the NBA championship. Okay, so a record of 51-30, which is good for first place, guys, in the Eastern Conference. I will say this much, man. We might lose to LeBron James in the playoffs. We might get swept in the first round. But guess what? Dwane Casey, he put us on the radar again. First place. As a Pistons fan, I'm happy about that. That's all I could ask for, at least, is to at least make us competitive again out there. MVP is Stephen Curry. I don't know who that is. Six-man DeAndre Ayton. Andre Drummond, defense play of the year, guys. 17 points, 16 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals, and 2 blocks. He better be All-NBA first team. Yes, he is. All-NBA second. We got that with, okay, no other Pistons making that All-NBA third. So no Blake Griffin. Makes sense. He's kind of older now at this point. So, yeah. Team stats on the season. We got points per game. We were the 9th best scoring team in the NBA. Defensively, we were, looks like, top 5 in that department. Player stats. Okay, but Blake Griffin's still the leading scorer. 23 points, 9 rebounds, 5 assists, 1 steal. Isaiah Thomas at 21 points and 6 assists. Drummond's beast in numbers. Kyle Kuzma, great as our starting small forward. Luke Kennard, 13 points, 3 rebounds, 4 assists. Stanley Johnson, hopefully he's playing good on-ball defense. I really don't know. And Dwane Wade, 4 points and 2 rebounds. I love it, man. Wish we could have had you back in 2003. Actually, no, I really don't, because we won the championship, so it's all good, man. We could have been a dynasty, though, maybe. All right, first round, New York Knicks. Simulate current round. Let's get out here, at least get, no, please, man. Please get the NBA Finals. Please, please. Oh, my God, man. Come on, bro. It's listen up, bitch ass Ryan 2K. It's reasons like this, man. Listen, me and my girlfriend, we just got a new cat named KrispyFlakes. Or Kitty, okay, it's Leo, but now it's Kitty, and I call it KrispyFlakes. And it can't even be inside my room, man, because any single time I get scared, or any single time I start raging, it gets scared and runs away. So guess what, man? Now my cat can't be inside my room because the bullshit right here, man. Oh my God, we lost in the first round. I mean, this Knicks team is actually looking really good. Antonio Blakeney, I feel like I should know who he is. He's a good basketball player. I do know who that is. Okay. But yeah, guys, we did choke in the playoffs. Regardless, I still think I built a pretty nice, solid team. And by that, I mean, like, I did kind of stick with the main core for the most part. I mean, you know, bring Isaiah Thomas, Kyle Kuzma. Those were some additional moves. We got the Spurs to win the championship at least. Anyway, guys, hope you all enjoyed this video. I'm very happy Dwane Casey is the coach. Thank you all so much for watching, and peace out, my friends.